So this is what I woke up to during my morning walks. I'm so thankful for today, and hopefully you'll join me for the rest of the day. So I enter my apartment, and the first thing I started doing was my laundry. So I used 2 pots, and then I put everything that needed a deep cleaning, honestly. Towels, shower curtains. It's just a lot that I tried to accomplish today. And on top of that, I got sick. Thankfully, my mom is very wise and told me exactly what to do to cope with the symptoms. I think I catched a flu from different coworkers. I feel like everyone had the flu at this point. That's not important. Anyways, I am realizing that I haven't introduced myself. So I am Verish PI Creations, and this will be my first video. I will try and organize all the bags that I managed to get printed. My illustrations on, I am going to do as less editing as possible because I also have a full-time job that I like, but this is my safe space, and the more I let you into my life, the more you know why I started this. Long story short, I hope I can be that financial support eventually to the people I call my family. And just because I grew up watching my mom having all this potential, and that's just one of the family members that I care about, but mainly I'll just talk today about my mom. And she just sacrificed everything for me. I really needed her at some point when I was growing up, and she didn't second guess it. So I hope that I can just do anything within my power to give everything that she sacrificed for me. Just give anything back to her. She wasn't treated very good. Neither was I growing up. I'm not talking about her parents. It's just different situations in life. And I don't mind putting that pressure on to myself because I don't treat it like as a pressure per se. I treat it as just honoring her, because in life, like, I have to take advantage of every second that she'll be with me, right? So I hope with this small side hustle business of mine that eventually we can work together in this. She's very knowledgeable about taxes and finances, things that I may not be so bright on about because I have dyscalculia. So that's for another series or video, but yeah, I basically just want to be that support system for my mom, that she's always been that for me, and it's only fair. And you do you if you have different feelings about it, but I have always, for the longest time, wanted to do this for her. So here's me trying to let you into our little business, our little dreams, and my dream of just doing anything I can to take care of her. I know it's not my place. I know people have various feelings about it, but this is how I feel, and I haven't changed that in years, and I don't plan on doing that. So I am trying to organize all these bags because I need to do an inventory, and those are for sale on my website that I built myself on Square. I'm still trying to figure everything out, but I am liking how it turned out. This is my small little studio apartment, and I made all the illustrations on these bags. I got inspired by the first and second year that I got to know Prince Edward Island. It's just the moment I moved here, it was a lot. And this is one that represents me and my mom. Our last name, my second last name and her last name is Cow in Spanish. And I told you more about that on the TikTok video because I also have a TikTok and Instagram. So go follow me over there and you'll find out more. And here I'm just trying to build a display that I bought on Temu. I might try and link it. I'm not sure how to do that. But it's kind of sturdy when you try and put it together. But I feel like it worked. I feel like if I use one of each, because I bought two, at the in-person locations that I have my items for display and for sale in Charlottetown, that they will look better. Because if you've been to Mo's Latte in Charlottetown, Kent Street, or Allen Bay Coffee, Kent Street, you might have different opinions about how my items are displayed. I'm just getting started in this, and I'm trying to save every little bit to give everyone a great experience with my brand, and as much quality that I can provide on each product and illustrations that I make. I'm still trying to save up for a laptop, a car, because that would be easier for me to just get around town and go into different craft fairs. That's one of the ultimate dreams I have. I wish my mom was here with me to just go and meet you all in craft fairs. I think she would love that, but she lives somewhere else with my cats, and that's fine. We have that arrangement until we can just live in a different arrangement household, and that I can afford all of that together. I live here in Canada. She lives back at home in another country, and I miss her and my cats like crazy all the time. So that's another reason why I built this brand and this business. It's just to have that extra income to not solely depend on my full-time job and career, which I also like. It's, fun fact, human resources, but also research. So I'll talk more about that eventually, but here you see me trying to figure this out as best as I can and trying to focus the camera on this. And I'm also trying to not run out of battery and storage because I'm recording this on my iPhone. I should get either another iPhone or a camera, but again, this is my first video. I'm trying to sell as much as I can and save up as much as I can. So I hope I get there eventually. Anyways, I hope that I don't sound too like complaining or cranky about money. Like, I swear I'm okay. It's just, I don't know. I feel like you should know that. I feel like this is, aside from being an introduction to what I do in my brand and a little bit of the behind the scenes process, it's being truthful of why I started this whole thing, like the business, the channel, the social media, all of it has a lot of motives behind it. I want to be as private as possible too, so I'm trying to figure this out as well, because I feel like privacy is a privilege that I'm not willing to lose, unfortunately. So let me know in the comments, how do you feel about that? And I also have the ADHD. So another fun fact, I like doing research. So I also like analyzing myself. And with my specific ADHD condition, I feel like this method of creating content and making everything in my living area or living space as clean as possible and as presentable as possible, although you may disagree, it makes me be more strict about having everything not as as dirty. I don't know, I didn't want to say that, but there are some days where I am just really tired and I live by myself, so haven't done laundry or haven't cleaned the floors and that kind of stuff. So this is a right trick for me, at least, of just, you know what, I'm gonna record content every single week and I will keep everything around my living space as clean as possible. And also, it's a perfect excuse to catch up on anything related to my business. So I guess I will try and give you as much as behind the scenes content as possible, focused on my business and some of my thoughts. I guess that would be your theme. For example, now that we organized those tote bags, I am trying to see how this new display that I built will look with the items that I have in mind for the other in-person location. It would be Alambe Coffee on Kent Street in Charlottetown. So if you've been there, there's like a glass door. So it's kind of perfect for people that are walking by to just see and appreciate my items better. Right now, they are hanging, and sometimes you can see them, sometimes you cannot because of the tag, or they're just hanging and kind of clumped together. I'm not proud of that. But I'm just trying to, let's say, rehearse how it would look. I feel like I still have some work to do, and this is just the stock items that I have for creating content, taking pictures, and just talking about them and how the design came to me and how I started drawing the items. So it's not exactly what I will be displaying at this location, but I'm trying for everything to look better and as aesthetically pleasing as possible. I think my favorites so far that I've managed to print would be the illustrations that I've managed to print on coasters. I feel like you can appreciate the details a lot more, and I love coasters. That was something just for me. I thought I always liked coasters. I bought this table that you see in the background, and that's another story, but it was my first table that I've ever owned, and I needed coasters and I didn't have any, so it would be perfect to just have my illustrations there, and that's how that item came about. Same with bookmarks. I just wanted something from the island and have it in a bookmark. And keychains, I think keychains are kind of basic for souvenirs. Like, you have to have a keychain. Like, you have keys to your house It could be a locker, it could be pretty much anything. And this is how it turned out. I think I still have to work on it, but that will be maybe another day next week. And this is it for today. Thank you for watching my first video, and hopefully I can make more every week.